All right, guys, we're back. Bumper going on. Hope you had a good weekend. I wish my kids would be back in school already. It's been a long summer break and we're only done with Memorial Day weekend. Okay, here we go. We're going to start soon. Talking CPR and sexual assault. All right, guys, we are back on the Dr. Daliah Show. Thank you all for tuning in. 1-877-DOC-DALI, 1-877-DOC-DALI. All right, I'm Facebook Living again, and I'm really overdue for my roots. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. So another study has come out. This is like the third one in the last few years of women being at risk of not getting CPR because many men are afraid of being accused of sexual assault. And this is on us, ladies. We did this to ourselves. So the study that came out of, hold on a second, I got to put my glasses on. Yeah, I got reading glasses. I know, don't I look all studious? I look old. All right. But anyway, they found that this one study that I think came out of the Netherlands found that if women had, needed CPR and men needed CPR, women were more likely to not get the resuscitation they needed than men would. And I don't think it's people would rather save men's lives. I think that it's exactly what the authors are concerned about, that there's people out there that are afraid if they go up to a woman who seems to be unconscious and they have to manipulate her breasts in order to perform chest compressions, that they're going to be accused of sexual assault. And I have been for years saying, can we have some sort of Good Samaritan law, even though the Good Samaritan law should protect you, but can there be some law that if you protect a life, you are not going to be held responsible or be accused of some sort of, sexual atrocity that was done. And, for those of us who know CPR, and I've taught you guys how to do CPR many times, you really don't have to do a lot with the breasts. Okay? I mean, especially in my case, the breasts aren't even in the vicinity of the chest. Unless I dislocated my big toe, you're probably not going to be anywhere near the breast. So, as far as I'm concerned, it should be a non-issue. But I get when you perform chest compressions, you have to find the sternum, and the sternum is between mid nipples. And, the average woman that hasn't had babies, their nipples are above the waist. So I get how the breasts are in the vicinity. I get that, all right? But we're talking about saving lives here. And, with the Me Too movement, and I understand why the Me Too movement came about, and a lot of good came of that. Those of us who have been assaulted in the past, including myself, we felt comfortable talking about it. We didn't feel like we were going to be, criticized or, looked upon poorly. And, but on the other end, there were some women out there that took advantage of it. And you have a lot of people out there now that are afraid to go near a woman, flirt with a woman, say anything near them, accidentally bump into them. I haven't been flirted with for years now. Nobody even notices me. In fact, my husband doesn't even want to sleep with me. And I blame the Me Too movement for that. Yeah, that's why. All right. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So, when we're talking about CPR, to get to the sternum, yes, in some cases, we got to remove a bra. For a lot of women that are kind of smaller chested, the bra could be there. It's like a 100 thread fabrics. It's not going to interfere with you in your chest compressions. However, for some of us bigger women, maybe I get you are going to probably have to remove the clothing. For some of us like me, my bra has like Kevlar in it. I have a lot of pockets and stuff in it because I really like to maximize space. Like if I have a closet and I got drawers, I'm going to use them. And so if I have all this extra space, I will put things in it. I have my lunch for the next day. I have a microwave, which means if you need to perform CPR on me, you're going to have to first unplug some appliances. And then you be careful. Be careful. I'm afraid I'm going to get sued. If you have to perform CPR on me, I'm afraid I'm going to get sued because you know how your abdominal, muscles have to hold the, the intestines in because you got feet and feet of intestines, so you need a real tight hold. Well, same thing with the bra. I mean, I have like NASA style, rubber in there to kind of hold everything. And so God forbid you take off the bra. I mean, you need to duck. We're talking like, MLB bat swing. And so I'm afraid you're going to fall, sustain a concussion. So I'm the one that needs to worry about being sued, not you guys. In fact, I'm telling you right now, if God forbid I need CPR and you need to perform it, please, I am telling you right now on air, I will never accuse you of sexual assault. Do what you have to save my life, please. Honestly, if you know CPR and you know what you're doing, jump in. And by the way, if you're Viggo Mortensen or Michael Fassbender, for the love of God, take off my clothes. Tear off my clothes if you need to. I mean, even if I have the sniffles and I'm standing in line at the Walmart. All right. Okay, we got to get to work. All right, so when we come back, I don't even know, are we on break yet? What time is it? Okay, good, we got some time. Okay, so for performing CPR, the first thing you do when you have to perform CPR is what? No selfie. 911. Call 911. That's the first thing you do. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you're an EMT, if you're a trauma surgeon, respiratory therapist. I don't care how much knowledge you have. You call 911. Then after you call 911, you make sure they're lying down flat, right? And then you, I'm sorry, I'm getting texts in. I'm on air, people. I can't answer your texts on air. Then you need to expose the breastplate, all right? Or the sternum. Find mid-nipple line. You need to kind of crisscross your fingers, which I can't really explain on air. And then you perform chest compressions. A lot of you guys are like, well, do you do the mouth? Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. If you don't know what you're doing, just do the chest compressions. There's plenty of oxygen in the blood that can get to the brain. And you do the chest compressions at a rate of 100 a minute. To the, staying alive. Or like, another one bites dust. Duh, duh, duh. Another one bites dust. And so don't sing that out loud because that can, bother bystanders, but it's at the rate of 100 beats a minute. And you do the compressions and you go about an inch and a half, depending on their age. And we've reviewed this. I wrote an article on that. But, we women, we need CPR. We need to live. And, I say, let's make laws where if you help save our lives, you do absolutely, you are free and clear. You will never be accused of assault. 1-877-Daliah, don't go away.